What's up, everybody? This is Hoser. We're gonna give you a little end of a garden, I guess, tour. It's already November, and remember I told you I wasn't going to plant anything. I was gonna try to work on the sprinklers, but you know, things come up. So I'm just gonna tell you what I've been doing so far. So I left the lilies where they were planted that my wife left. So I still need to pull those out. There's a chili there that I left growing. I moved the strawberries from, let me show you, from over here. Okay, so the strawberries that were left, they all pretty much died. So I moved the ones that I had surviving here. I put one there, and then I put one over there. And then I also put one right there, but it doesn't look like that one's gonna survive. As you can see, I don't know how to make these survive the winter. I don't think they're going to. There's just the remnants of the cucumbers that were left. Thinking I'm just gonna let them turn yellow, get the seeds. I think I remember telling you that the big one that I had right here, ow, something bit me. Anyways, the big one that I had right here, the bugs ate it. But I want to show you something. All my tomatoes back there, they started growing, and now there's a mess. So, oh, the echinacea started growing. The bachelor buttons? One of them came out. So, hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. So, the lily plants, my blackberries. I still need to cut out the ones that dried up so that the new stalks can grow. But look at the tomatoes, just made a mess right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut everything down so I can have a pathway again. And I don't think they're gonna survive the winter anyways, but we'll see. See, like this one, it already died. Some birds picked at that tomato. The other tomatoes didn't even get a chance to grow big. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut them all out, but I still want to see if any of them are gonna survive. So for the most part, it doesn't look like they are. My neighbor's lemons are growing pretty good back there. And one thing that did start growing, I need to show you that, are my chilies. So all of a sudden, I guess it started liking the weather, and they started growing again. So I got some bell peppers here. Look at the banana ones. The bananas, these are Hungarian sweet banana peppers. They started growing. Look at that. The jalapenos started growing, but I cut them out because we used them. And then these, I forget what these are, but they're super spicy. And then we also have the, ouch. We also have these, oh. So this, I'm trying to grow some roses out of some stems. I don't know if that's gonna work. But these, look, just tons of them. Forget what these are. These are the mini yellow bell pepper. And then I also have this plant here that's growing. This is the jalapeno. I don't think that one's gonna work. I'm thinking maybe I should transplant it and put it inside the garage, because these are very young. But look at that. It's pretty cool, huh? My wife wants me to get rid of them, but we can use them for salsas. We've been doing that. The boysenberry, and then the stuff that I was supposed to yank out, I didn't. Well, actually, I did yank out some of the stuff. But the blueberries, they died. I had some blueberry plants here. They didn't make it. They all died. It got super hot, and then they all died. This is just grass and junk I need to take out. Like I said, the lemons are growing pretty good. I don't know what this is, but it's gonna go. Basil and all that from the summer. So all this is going to be cleaned out eventually. My serranos, that's going to stay. I'm just going to trim it down. So yeah, so for the most part, I'm going to take care of that. And then I'm going to show you the tomato plant that I got in the front that I'm going to cut out. So let's go over there. All right, so I'm taking out the last tomato plant that I have in the front. I wanted to show you how this one came up. These roots are all tore up. And I think this is some type of disease. I don't know what it is. But I took it out of the front, out of here. So let me see how this one is here. Dump that right there. Let's see if this one's the same. This one's not that bad. I don't know. I wonder if I'll be able to plant tomatoes here next season. So we'll see. Anyways, that's the last plant in the front. Moving on. Alright, so I cleaned up most of it. Now I can actually walk through here. So, and then the only thing I left is this one, because look, there's some huge ones there. So I'm gonna see if they can ripen a little bit. Maybe those will be the last tomatoes of the season, and then we'll go from there. What's up, everybody? So today is December 19th, and I know this is like a big old, almost a month update from the last clip you just saw, but I want to let you guys see what's going on with what I'm doing today. All right, so let me show you. Okay, so here's what's going on. I had a whole bunch of bags of dirt in the back, and today there's gonna be a storm coming in, so I figured I would get rid of this dirt, start moving it that way, so that way I don't have to deal with the wet dirt after the rain. And what I'm doing is I'm adding some peat moss there, and then I'm adding some coco coir also there. And what I'm doing is, since my wife wanted, remember, I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos, but in another video I had my wife split up all these lilies, and then her dad gave her another lily which I just planted. But I can show you what I did is I took them out of the ground. They were in there on the ground, pulled them all out, and I noticed that they started splitting on their own. So some, not all, some of these are still whole, and I think it's this one. No, not that one. It's one of these. There's just tons of them now. Oh, right here. This split on its own. It's starting to split on its own. I don't know if it's dying or not, or maybe that's just the way these are, but it started splitting on its own, and now I have a whole bunch of them in here. Yeah, see, here you go. Here you go. Look at that. A whole bunch of them. So I figured it's time to separate them. Since I'm splitting up all the dirt, I'm gonna fill it up with dirt. I'm gonna put them in separate cups, and then I'm gonna place them all in here, and then just leave them there, and then let the weather, the winter, take care of it, and then go from there. Echinaceas actually started growing, so I'm happy with that, because I know that means they'll just keep growing from there. And then the cucumbers that were growing here, I just let them go. They're turning yellow, whatever. All the chilies, I did have a big batch of chilies. I can post a picture of that. And there's more chilies growing actually, or peppers or chilies, whatever you want to call them. But I thought that was kind of cool. Here in Los Angeles County, or Southern California, the weather kind of changed and it got warm all of a sudden. And then the peppers started growing again. Yeah. The bell pepper started growing. So there's some right there. The mini bell peppers. More bell peppers. Some jalapenos came out. And then what I started doing is I just started clipping them since the winter is coming and I think this is going to be the last batch. So I just started cutting them. And I actually just left them here. It'll be just, I don't know, it'll decompose and do its thing. And it'll be part of the dirt. And I'm thinking this will be our chili bed, our pepper bed. And then whatever my wife wants or my mom, I can just plant different ones. We like spicy and then we don't like spicy. Not too spicy, but then we do like spicy. So there's a whole bunch of mixture here. So if the bell peppers end up getting spicy, oh well. They get cross-pollinated. One thing that I can update, the blueberries, none of them made it. So I'm not very good at growing blueberries, so I'm going to quit that. The blackberries back there, they're still doing good. I cut down some of the vines so that the new stalks will start growing. I don't know if you could see them back here. Right there. So whatever chilies were there, I just let them grow. One problem that I have right now, since my dog passed away, now the cats are coming in here and they're pooping all over. Look at that. They're digging holes and all kinds of junk. So if you guys have any ideas on how to deter the cats from pooping in your raised beds, let me know. Also, my strawberry plants, the only one that survived is this one. I transplanted it over and now I'm taking care of this baby like no other. So I'm hoping this one does good with the weather and we'll go from there. So right now the plan is the lilies, to separate them, and I'm gonna put them all here in cups. Let the weather take care of business. Let them get watered and all that good stuff. Dirt is super moist because it's not sunny anymore. I'm just adding more cocoa coir so it can get more fluffy. And you know, yeah, pretty much that's all I'm doing. My boysenberry still doing good. That junk that I was supposed to remove, I didn't remove, but I think that'll just be a whole patch that I need to remove before the spring. My avocados are still doing good. The lemons are finally growing now because it's the season. What else? Those tomatoes back there, I just let them grow. I think I showed you a couple. Let me go that we're still growing even though it's already December. But let me show you how they look because they're actually pretty good. Oh, of course, my neighbor's lemons. Now they're beautiful. Ready to start cutting them down and making lemonade or saving them for the summer. But yeah, these tomatoes, I just left them the way they were. I didn't think they were gonna come out pretty good. So the birds have been taking care of business, which is fine. And then there's another pot of lilies there. I'm gonna check those and see if those split up. If they did, then I'll transplant them. But these other tomato plants over here, these vines, I mean, they look okay. Oh, see, you can see the birds got to this one. They're not dying. Some of these did die, but whatever. So I'm thinking that these are gonna be my overwinter tomatoes, and if I'm gonna cut them little by little, make them smaller, and if they survive, then cool. If not, then I'll transplant some more. Anywho, my serrano, this plant's still doing pretty good, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really, like I said, it's the winter, so I don't really do much. I try to work on the dirt and add more stuff to it and whatnot, but other than that, that's it. See, look at that. Tons of them. So I'm just gonna put them in these little ones, and these are red lilies. So I'm just gonna separate them, let them get bigger before I transplant them, and then go from there. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do with these. So let's keep going. Okay, so I'm all done here. I transplanted all the lily bulbs that I had. I also had some rose cuttings that my father-in-law brought. I've never been good at propagating roses, but I'm gonna try it so he doesn't think that I don't want to do it. These are all different lilies here, and then this is one rose cutting, another rose cutting, and another rose cutting there. One lily bulb, one large lily bulb, and then these are all one whole set of lilies. They're all red, at least that's how my wife labeled it. And then one large pink lily. I didn't want to break that in half because I was afraid I was going to damage it, so I left it the way it was. And then all the extra dirt, I just put it in and then spread it around, and now we wait for the rain and let it take care of business, and then let's see how it goes, right? Also, from previous videos, I don't know if you remember that in this pot I had a lettuce. A co-worker of mine gave me this plant, and she says it's pretty invasive if you let it grow on the ground, but I really like the leaves. So she gave me a cutting, I put it in water, and it started rooting. It started off with one, now it has 3. So I decided to put it in this pot, and let's see how it does. I really like it, so that's it.